dia no sofa o itumuna kaka inai kwa sankuwa Jehova kuswe Jehova bamwe mfamu ya inanja kamfa fifi maboni yata Juda mwena ya iwa mjeje kupamasa wae yata pasa ya bima pasa ya bima yata pasa ya bima yata pasa ya bima yata pasa ya bima pasa ya bima yata pasa ya bima no ni mapema tando ani mapema tando ni mama tando ni mama tando ni mapema tando ani mapema tando ani mapema tando ni mama tando neno ye yata manza kuiminjenge anapanda panda ya wambe akunga ya bima akama fingo vimbi no mibinkunga akama fingo vimbi no mibindima jizo tena mati utimbi bodia kuyanta jei bodia wadeke banda bodu amba masontede moye yata banda bojinji maya bibi afetu yata pasa ya bima pasa ya bima yata pasa ya bima yata pasa ya bima yata pasa ya bima pasa ya bima yata pasa ya bima ni mapema tando ni mapema tando ni mama tando ni mama tando ni mapema tando ni mapema tando ni mapema tando ni mama tando ni jito se pasa ya biwaima na moni modo moni tando be atwema ni jito se pasa ya biwaima na moni modo moni tando be atwema jito tena mate utimbi bodia kuyanta jei bodia wadeke banda bodu amba masontede yata banda bodingi maya bibi afetu
Have a refreshing day. Listen to Epic Radio. So refreshing.
Good morning, Freetown. Good morning, Sierra Leone, and to our beautiful listeners across the world. And of course, whether your time is on this morning, afternoon, or evening, I want to welcome you to another edition of the Epic Morning Show here on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. We are broadcasting live from our studios right here at 54 Ilcott Road, Freetown, Sierra Leone. And of course, we also broadcast on a frequency modulation 99.3 FM. The Epic Morning Show on our 2 hours 30 minutes program, we divide into two engaging segments. And of course, the first segment of the Epic Morning Show, we bring in guests for discuss on critical issues. And of course, we need critical answers. And of course, the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, we bring in analysts for analyze the front pages of we newspaper them, and also for discuss or for analyze a major story them we make the headlines. And of course, today is Wednesday, the 16th day of April 2025, and me now host as usual, Ivan Julius Lee, and stay with me for another insightful and informative show. And of course, because today, well, it's another beautiful morning, midweek. A lot of people so fall in love with midweek, especially when it comes to things we have to do with, and we are fast approaching the holiday, and that of Good Friday and Easter. So today inside the Epic Morning Show, we can talk about the escalating fire crisis in Sierra Leone and what is the government doing about it. That's what we're going to talk in the show this morning. So not on side, you can invite a friend for be part of this conversation this morning, or you can grab yourself a cup of coffee and join the conversation this morning. And always like for say thank you very much for making us part of your morning schedule, for choosing us this morning. And I will assure you that the next 2 hours 30 minutes you're not going to regret for you spend the amount of time with me. But we're going for we'll start off the show with the first segment. We get to spend almost 1 hour 30 minutes, and as I say, we'll look at the escalating fire crisis in Sierra Leone and waiting the government they do about them. So we'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we go take the morning's message for today. Stay tuned, no go no side. Alright, and welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, Slick Television, Channel 37, Radio Garden, Choice FM, you within the eastern part of Freetown Self, and also our Facebook live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Welcome to our morning's message for today. Every sunrise is a proof that you can rise again. And of course, this is so important that every sunrise is a proof that you can rise again. Whatever darkness you have been through, keep going. Every sunrise is a proof that you can rise again. Whatever dark situation you don't go through, it's important for you, for make you keep going. I like how we place dark tea, as I can tell people them, do must clean one day. The sun must rise, and it's another opportunity for make you try and for make you work hard and feel like there is hope for waiting you want to achieve in life. So make use of the opportunity for each and every day when you see the sun and you believe in yourself, say that it's another fresh 24 hours for make you develop on yourself, for make you be progressive or for make you think positive about happenings around you, and so that you could be progressive and you could be that kind of a successful human being. Or if you want to achieve success, you just therefore work on the daily things you see in the morning hours, the sunrise, which is so much important. So this is now morning's message for today, and I'm telling you, today is the 16th day of April 2025 to put it. Make use of the opportunity where you sleep and wake and see every beautiful morning, every sunrise where you see. Make use of them and just believe that it's another zeal, it's another added advantage for you for push through your daily activity. This now morning's message for today. We'll go for a break, and when we come back, we'll get to background to topic of discussion this morning. And don't forget you to listen to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. You also watch me on Slick Television, Channel 37, Radio Garden, Choice FM, you are the eastern part of Freetown, and also Facebook Live viewers at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Stay tuned.
Do you want to be your own boss? Or do you want to add more services to your business? Then look no further, because BNB is here for you.
What do you mean?
With BNB, you can now make money with just your smartphone. With the new revolutionary app, BNB POS, you can do remittance, bill payments, headset airtime top-up, and many more. All this from your smartphone, anywhere you want.
This sounds great.
That is not just all. The app also features real-time agent rebalancing and reconciliation.
Oh wow. But how can I get the BNB POS and start making my own money?
It's so simple. You can download the application on App Store or Google Play Store. Just search for BNB POS and download. Then call our customer service on 072 500 000, and within a short period of time, our agent will help you for the onboarding process.
Wow, no time to waste. Let me do this right away.
Oh yes, start making money today from anywhere in Sierra Leone. For more inquiries, contact our customer service on 072 500 000. With BNB POS, you shop now your pockets.
You dey look for the best betting experience? Register with OneXBet today and enjoy 200% bonus on your first deposit to 2,300 new leons. Yes, double your money right from the start. Go inside OneX game for fine casino games, card game, and boku other thing them. All them 1 year design for make you enjoy and win big. Or you can bet on sports events them like football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live updates and competition odds for get to the game. Easy for start. Register by phone or complete your registration with valid ID card. But not forget for screenshot your account for use them later. Deposit and withdraw you winning with Colat. We use Orange Money, Afri Money, OneXBet Cash, MasterCard or Visa Card. OneXBet are the official sponsor for La Liga, Serie A, League One, and the Confederation of African Football. So no now say you done a good hand. Join OneXBet today and join the winning journey. But remember say you need for bet responsibly. OneXBet, your world of betting.
Epic Radio, so refreshing. In a world where brands, businesses are struggling to capture the attention of customers, we focus on cutting-edge marketing communications that communicate, engage, and interact directly with our clients' target. Our vast experience in the fascinating world of marketing communications, event management, below-the-line activations, and more ensures that we deliver nothing but amazing results. We are the agency of everything creative. We are Priority Solutions Limited. Talk to us for all your marketing communications, multimedia productions, event management, experientials or activations, media management, public relations, and more. We are a trusted brand, and the results and quality of our services can be seen through the brands we have worked with. Visit our website at www.prioritysolutions.co or call us on +232 76 1032. Priority Solutions. We know what works for you. We have what works for you. We do what works for you. Priority Solutions. What works?
All right, and welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, Select Television, Channel 37, Radio Garden, and of course Choice FM, you within the eastern part of Freetown. You can listen to it through Choice FM, and also on Facebook at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. And of course, as I told you earlier on, we can talk about the increase in fire incidents across the country and waiting the government of Salon to do about this. And of course, over the months, to put it 4 months to be precise, we only see plenty fire incidents across the country. And of course, people will describe this as worrisome situation for us as a country. And the one way responsible for fetch fire business in the country, we are the National Fire Force. And then we pull out sometimes last week, then get a record of fire incidents across the country. We for them total number by the end day last week to be precise, 220 across the country. Freetown begat in that 120 day 132 fire incidents. That was as at per last week Thursday. 132. Freetown begat part of that 220 day. And according to the PRO of Fire Force, Bintu, be explaining, say this same amount now be almost the same as the whole year of 2024. And in the first 4 months, we don't get this amount of fire incident in the country, and of course, it's alarming. So do NDMSF, then self we pull another say major fires then self in the country or disaster. Out of 71, 67 will therefore be fire incidents as well. And when we begin a discussion where we talk about why the stats then be different or the records then be different, we will get a clarity of NDM deal with major fire incidents them, and with that be reach up to the number of 67. Away from that, over the weekend we see State House F begets for be part of the number day, the third and the fourth floor safe be get engaged in fire. I think sometimes on Saturday between the hours of 4:15 p.m. and of course the early morning of Sunday safe, Shalima at Waterloo safe be involved in fire. And as recent as yesterday, 34 hospital, the medical store now 34 hospital safe, fire be catch day. So upon all this is actually alarming, or should we put it worrisome for us as a nation? So this morning we can talk about waiting government they do, or waiting government don't they do, or waiting government supposed for do. So they can talk to the minister of the deputy minister of information and civic education, Bokari A. Aziz Bawao, when are the deputy minister of information, and also we get now the studio again. David Indolo, and of course Indolo, the National Coordinator, Civil Society Consortium on Public Accountability. So they get then two guests there in the studio, and for me could discuss waiting governments don't they do, or waiting governments supposed to do. Now that's what they can discuss in the program this morning. So they go for a short break, and when I come back, I'll introduce my guest then shortly into the program. Stay tuned, no go downside, invite a friend, grab yourself a cup of coffee, and we could get the conversation going. Stay tuned.
Come let us nature this is a reconcile. let us nature this is a reconcile. Yes. Come on, come on, come let us nature this is a reconcile.
All right, and welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, Select Television, Channel 37, Radio Garden, and of course, Choice FM, you within the eastern part of Freetown SF, and of course, to our beautiful Facebook Live viewers, and you can watch it also of our Facebook Live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. And of course, we got the Deputy Minister now the studio, Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education, Bokari A. Aziz Bawawa, and also David Indolo now the studio, and for make we come and discuss with the plans of government or waiting government don't they do, and people go on for no. So got the Deputy Minister Bokari A. Aziz Bawawa. Good morning, Deputy Minister Bokari, and welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning, listeners, and good morning, viewers.
Plenty, thank you for joining me this morning.
Thank you.
David Indolo, good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning. It's been super long.
Yeah.
Everything that happened so far.
Lots.
Okay. So we're getting Deputy Minister, and of course we can talk about the increase in fire incidents across the country, and waiting government don't they do about this. Deputy Minister, so far, I mean, it has been alarming. I want to put it that way. And how governments don't they look at, how governments don't accept this so far. And a lot of fire incidents, according to Fire Force, 220 so far in the first 4 months of the year. Let's talk about the position of government in all this.
Thank you very much. The figures yesterday we Fire Force read for the first quarter of the year is nobody's pleasure.
Okay.
Government taken seriously.
You want to confirm the number, please? You want to confirm the number we Fire Force read, because as per last week Thursday, might be 220.
Above 200 is stated yesterday, Mark.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. The government taken very seriously because fire any side to anybody is a concern. And when you get in the first quarter of the year such an alarming figure, and we don't see it also don't reach the seat of power in our state house, so it becomes a concern, because one, it affects life, it disrupts service delivery, the shock in itself, destruction of property. I think nobody know the way will take pleasure in that, because most of the institutions where they destroy, where they affect, not only government property, national assets. So every citizen, irrespective of who side you belong, nobody will take comfort in the alarming rate of fire incidents. So first and foremost, I want to send my deepest sympathy to those who be not affected by fire across the country, because that report we Fire Force pool was not just limited to Freetown, across the country.
Yeah.
So people have been affected across the country. We don't lost lives, we don't lost property. So from the government point of view, or as a government minister, I want to send my deepest sympathy to everybody. And we don't see like where it happened at State House. Like I they say, it is a call to action for everybody. It is a national concern. When this happened to the State House, we see, in the absence of the president.
Is that the situation where I feel like This is very serious.
No. But it's not a thing they make team be.
Okay.
You know, it has happened not to the first government institution, not catch fire, this and that. But like in the absence of the president, the vice president lead the response. Instead they look at what happened, then immediately they put a team together for really look at what thing they cause these things. Because the visit to State House was not just, yes, fire don't happen, this and that. But now they put team together, and every team may get a responsibility for really bring out what thing caused the fire. And according to Fire Force, we then are the experts then, they will tell me, say, now the malfunctioning of appliances might cause the fire. And that can be spread out. Most times, the way we can cluster appliances, most times, within this fire incident, especially in our State House and other building institutions, there is most of these buildings don't age. Most of their connections don't age. So, again, the way would they use them? Because when you say malfunctioning of appliances, now again, the way would they use? Switch, with something like for fan, you put something they will supply.
It actually is surprising for make such kind of thing happen. Now, State House, I mean, especially, I'm coming, especially with this. Now, the house of the first gentleman of the Republic of Sierra Leone, where in surrounding supposed to be well protected. I mean, for be well. I mean, and a lot of people, I don't want to go deep into this because a lot of people were thinking, what if the president be in a State House at that particular time day? I mean, who should be held responsible for this? Because State House, I mean, and that's, as I said earlier on, is the first gentleman a day. I mean, for look at what's happen at the country. Now with that in the country, to put it that way, how safe is the president in all this?
So, when in incidences like this, we don't want to limit them to who say it happen, who it affect. He is the president. But being the president, now people that don't put her. So whatever they affect the ordinary person, whether it is the president now it don't go to, let us look at the ordinary person.
So what you agree with me, someone should be held responsible for that?
Now, like, if people be there on duty, perhaps what thing happen or they happen. And that is why, like, we Fire Force and the National Disaster Management Administration, they tell we, when they go out of your office, you get responsibility for make sure say all the switch, then they off. Put all the appliances off. So if people be there, this thing not they happen. But when somebody they left in office, they left the appliances off. Sometimes when lights they on, even some of them extensions all they use. Sometimes they, because of the quality now, you see it warm. The tendency for let it melt or for let fire spark a day. But if you did, sometimes if you see smoke come on side, you will rush for amenda. But in your absence, those are the things that lead to the fire cases. Because we most times they left their appliances on for go lay down, for go out of your office. So now I make Fire Force tell me or National Disaster Management, they always raise this awareness that before you come on a door, now your office, even the before you go make sure you don't switch off. So it limits their instances. So I'm pretty sure, and you will agree with me that if everybody within an office, therefore they will limit the impact of that fire.
I'm not sure I'll agree with you on that because it's not the first gentleman in office.
No, not in office. His place is not affected.
No, but now they I know say not the
so
second.
now they say if that person, outside that fire starts,
but that person, State House should be carefully looked at, and that's what we're saying.
It is true. We are not denying the fact.
Thank you. So I will not agree with you on that.
Say
I will not agree with you.
If people be there on duty, they will limit the impact.
I'm talking about how people should be careful, whether you're on duty or not.
No, but that is what I've established, irrespective of the institution, irrespective of the location. Waiting Fire Force or disaster management they say is switch off appliances when they go out of the building. It is not limited to state out, it is not limited to my private place.
Okay.
As a responsible citizen, before you move out of your place, you are going out of this building. You are the last person for come out. Switch everything off. So if we do in a house, we will replicate our public buildings. Now, my office, I'm asking come out. I know the left to even my PA. I dey make sure all the walls then I don't switch it off before I give me key to the PA for close me the mouth. So I'm not saying I don't hold people that are responsible for not switching off. If I first say now appliances malfunction, and they go further for say some of the switches be they on. So everybody in office will left switch on, this and that. Somebody somewhere was negligent, irrespective of which you are. So I'm not limiting it to being done at State House.
Okay.
In fact, if they work down at State House, if I work at my new building, because now public property, I forget more responsibility for make sure say I'm on top of those petty things.
On that note, thank you very much. So I guess you agree with me, say someone should be held responsible.
There is responsibility for anything will happen.
Thank you very much. Indolo, I'll bring you into this conversation. I mean, this is a worrisome situation. I mean, from the civil society point of view. I mean, over 225 incidents as per last week, and also the number don't go up to 200 probably in 25. This is a worrisome situation. Let's look at how government don't treat this particular incident so far.
Thank you very much. I will say this now this morning without any fear. See, sometimes we get some government officials who are seriously unserious when it comes to handling matters. Yeah?
Very paradoxical.
Reason being, this fire incident, it don't start for happen. Alarm be don't they go around. Things don't they happen. People in houses don't they burn. But we're not able to see the action from some of them government officials. We're responsible for some of the incident there. Because we only see where then they react to some of the matters. Like for example, where fire incidents happen at Kube, you see politicians go bags of rice, oil, then go to a lot of coverage. But we're not able to fix the problem. Like waiting happen so in a State House, that's a security matter. Because this girl for deal with the first gentleman, no matter whether na Sierra Leone or not. The mere fact it happened na the president in office. We not go say directly na in your room, but the State House itself, na the president in office. Then talking about a malfunction of electrical appliances or whatever, that one day, in fact, now a blown away on face. It means we lack what we call maintenance culture. This now State House for Christ's sake. We for don't they get what we call smoke alarm, fire alarm. Where before so for don't install some of them things there. The moment smoke begin come out somewhere, the alarm. So the security will go and enter and do the needful. But when this fire incident don't happen, now people in houses, where they can have different programs, then at different platform, people they call say this fire business, it don't the rampart. Did we take any action? Did we bring out press releases? For sure say this thing don't they go out of hand. What are the mechanisms? Me not ever see report na this country we conclude. Like for example, if we don't able know the issue where they happen, whether now from EDSA, whether the people they not get better installment facility or whatever. Because I for don't wish, even EDSA there, Standard Bureau there, ONS, then for don't there. Because one, what you for don't look at, before somebody do wiring and hose. If we don't get somebody, we're highly technical. And if we don't get a certified paper, like for example, if before EDSA, even they can put a meter. Before then, they even can't put the meter. If we don't get certification from EDSA, say yes. When we can, we don't check the entire system, cable, the type of cable we they use, everything. Then from there, they can install the meter. But that is not happening in this country.
So I'll tell you, we talked to the PRO and also the spokesperson for NDMA. They both agree 90% of them fire incidents that they happen again for those electrical appliances there, or probably how people in electrify their house and all. But holistically, generally, they follow EDSA, which of course they both agree. Now we stationed some 1 week back. And when you talk to EDSA, I think some months back, EDSA will tell you that it's difficult for make the monitor those situations because it come back to we as citizens way. Need they go back to EDSA say okay, one for electrify we also. Some people they go buy and use quack people in for electrify them most them. For me, it was a concern because I feel like EDSA supposed for monitor whatever electrification they go like how you put on so. 90% of fire disaster or incidents that happen in the country now from EDSA, that will confirm to you about that. So it is, but who should be held responsible? EDSA they shift the blame to the people. Fire force they be so diplomatic in waiting in the sea, but they confirm to you say it has to do with electricity. So it's a concern that who should we blame in this situation?
Well, just like what they say, we just get for blame the officials who are in charge. If I know say this building, now me get for issue meter, I must don't confirm, say they don't go through the rudiments in a way that you they can, because like when me do me you, yeah, now EDSA somebody come there, they look the entire running of the cables, they look at the cable. In fact, before I start, I seek a consent from them. I seek their own idea. Say, then they can run something at this house. Which type of cable do I use? Then they give specification of the type of cable way for run to the bulb, the type of cable way for run to the cooking machine, the type of cable way for run also you fix the electric goods or whatever. Then from there we apply them.
Okay.
When the posse don't do all the running of the building itself, before then they connect, then they fix the meter, EDSA somebody get for come back. They come, he check, he say yes. All the cables the way they don't fix, okay. So then can go ahead. But if you are not being satisfied, they don't forgive you the meter itself. I hope you do understand what I say. But just like what I can tell you, say, because of negligence in the part of government, some government officials can cause some of their issues there. The citizens also get for take small part of the blame. Because I can always tell people, you know they take me now money for go buy a kuta. If you the bill us will cost millions of leons, make sure say all the appliances where you they put there get for be okay. But let's come to the State House issue. State House one tell we say they not get money. State House one tell we say they not get sober-minded electricians. State House one tell we say the equipment the way they use is substandard. No. And they're supposed to protect the life of we presidents and government officials the way they did. If we're not able to handle the fire incident of State House, fire don't can enter in a State House. Now the time now we don't begin see government officials, we don't see press releases. But we are not truthful to the citizens. Because when this incident be happen to the citizens, they're not able to come out with a press statement They're not able to come out for see how we're able to galvanize, mobilize, and see how we're able to do proper sensitization. They're not able to take this issue for say, we need for going at the drawing board, set a committee, where for look into their affairs. Only when it happens in State House, that the tale don't begin set out, committees.
Deputy Minister, is that the case?
Thank you very much. As a government minister and a citizen, I won't take exceptions to blame game.
Okay.
I don't want to. We not even want to go near the issue of beginning to point fingers at anybody. What we try to maximize is raising awareness to citizens.
So, my initial question was the fire incident at State House. Now, raising serious alarm that government need for intervene. That was my initial question. And you said no. So what have you been doing?
On many occasions, including even yesterday, as a ministry, now we use a press conference. We don't bring disaster management. We don't bring fire force. To the media for letting them raise this awareness on some of the things we genuinely don't highlight with respect to one, taking professionals for do professional jobs, and also these petty things switching off when they go out, and this clustering, one grain switch they get more than, irrespective of the amount of the quality of equipment or appliance where you get, if you misuse or overuse a back, it gets any implication. So our business is to raise awareness. The reason why the president creates information and civic education now for increase citizens engagement on most of the things, and I think say we don't try really for bring stakeholders for let them do this communication to people, but like he's saying, few people will consult ELSA for wire house. Few people will do the needful. But bulk of we always want get cheaper things. And sometimes when this person don't do the wrong thing, we fire a catch now, you get for distress, me, self will not involve. You understand? Just like where they say when your neighbor's wall is on fire, it becomes your business. So this person a mistake can lead to destruction. So that is why, like places like Kube or congested areas, somebody wants back because of the way we are clustered, it can affect we. Is government raising alarm? Something will happen. The government is not just there to be putting out press releases on everything, but when something goes State House, it becomes public interest. You understand? Like they say, people we are concerned about the security of the president. So the first thing is to pacify the populace. That this don't happen. We are on top of the situation, and that this we they do. We are not putting press release out just because it don't happen to State House, but because like I didn't have the house. Now somebody sent this message to me. Why is he sending it to me? It's because he knows that the Deputy Information Minister is. As he sent it to me, now escalate it to me, boss. I said, are you aware of this? And they drive for go now State House straight. You understand? So the first concern we come to is the people will be concerned.
According to him, what he was saying, if this not be happening to State House, probably not for we don't see this effort put by government, because
and what is the effort put what that is?
I'm coming.
That is different from what we have been doing. Putting an investigation.
Can you allow me to?
No, let me land on this.
Can you allow me to land, please?
But why not allow me to just?
No, I'm coming. According to him, what he say, if this not be happen at State House, probably not for we don't see government take a more serious as I supposed to be. Before now, I'll tell you, I give the stats last before the intro, like 220 above fire incident don't happen. And like how you say, it about sensitization. I mean, on a press briefing them, sensitizing the public, and there is more to be done apart from waiting to happen. So for now, we see
in his presentation also. He's very, very concerned about the safety of the president.
And which you all concerned about.
Fine. So therefore, you got to come out quick and tell the power and people them about the situation. If we not be come out with a press statement for really tell you how the situation they, how which don't happen. The rumor for don't day, misinformation for don't day.
Okay.
So when something comes around the president, it is entirely a different thing. But that we have not been sensitizing, we have been.
Okay.
And we will continue to tell people there the needful things for do. And yesterday I said this to people that when it pertains to the destruction of or that destruction of national assets, we are not looking at the damages. We are not looking at politicizing it.
Okay.
What we want to see is collectively we rethink, reform, and find a solution.
Okay.
Generally, and like they say, Standard Bureau, we have these bodies charged with the responsibility of ensuring our safety. We, the citizens, will also get the responsibility for following what they tell we. But much of the time, we want bypass EDSA meter for the wrong connections, and when the problem happen, then everybody say, "What's the government they do?" Government in your own business now for tell you what you for do. Provide the atmosphere. That is why these institutions exist. You understand? EDSA na get that mandate for go wire house. Somebody will just look at apprentice, or somebody will just see na EDSA environment. Imagine before now, where they go now immigration, they see the place packed full with people. As an passport you want, innocent you say yes because you meet an immigration office, you get money and this thing. A lot of times people they did policy on that. That is what we see in most of these institutions. Somebody they something where else they go out for just whole leather for them. Now make it inside that van. But we get in mind for contractor person rather than going through the legal process, because somebody if you say if I go there I will waste time or certain the money. But when you take your time, you go through due process, they guarantee you. And even when they don't do the correct thing, wiring, again, if you misuse, like even if let's say na correct wiring and do, they left switches or appliances on, you come out. If I happen, you not mean say your house not be properly electrified.
So what will be the engagement of EDSA? Because for quite a long, EDSA the name before we are come to substandard of materials or whatever. The way how EDSA they get the on and off of electricity supply, don't be concerned to people there, which major people will look at them now. Another cause of the fire incident that will happen. When it comes to Standard Bureau, is another concern, and the timely intervention of fire force again. Now another concern. So how waiting government for looking into the institution there? How would we manage it?
Also, National Union as the header, and everybody with their points, they know a mandate.
Okay.
How do we execute on this mandate as Sierra Leonean? That is the national call. That is the call to action. Because if you head EDSA, you know your responsibility to citizens. Like the citizens themselves for know waiting at their responsibility to EDSA. Standard Bureau. How are we going to make sure the things that when they come into the country are of standard? That is your own responsibility. But again, now we same one, Sierra Leoneans, they go to Guinea, they go other side, buy this equipment and counter inside. If they tamper with somebody in business, other cry. Guinea, when the current president came, they lock all pharmacies were not run by certified people. If you go to Guinea, there's a huge cry, sending people into unemployment, sending people out of business. But it was a bold step, and sometimes you take these bold actions for make sure you sanitize the environment, and that is what is happening in Sierra Leone. I think we have to depoliticize most of the things when they happen. We get national concern as a nation until we define those things and make sure me and you, government and the people, work together for make sure say where EDSA say not do this. If you see somebody they do it, report them. When Standard Bureau say this is not good, no go take her undercover, you can't say that. And again, simple things like when they go out of the office, switch off. Why don't you want to do it?
You mentioned this twice, depoliticize, and do we see that issues of this nature get a political undertone?
If you go down on social media, people make it sensational. People want to bring other things that I don't want to even countenance. The countenance thing. This is a country where we have made our daily life political. Some people will even celebrate funeral just because it is from this other party.
Mr. Minister, you're in charge. Mr. Minister, you're in charge. You are part of governance structure.
So that is what
the SLPP is ruling the people of this country.
So that is why I'm
saying. And of course, whatever thing they happen, whether good or bad, the government should be held responsible. I mean, if you're talking about people and they politicize this issue, I mean, where some other people go think
not just this issue.
Issues. Apart from this issue,
a lot of the things we concern national security.
So what is government doing to make we get a unified country? Because this is the responsibility of a government.
That is why we have the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. Our responsibility, the new mandate for which and divorce communication from information now follow expand with outreach, follow sell out with your linear identity that this country calls real big pass all of us in our different opinion.
According to we have been in this fight for quite a long time. Let's talk about the fire issue. Waiting government.
But I'm responding to what he asked.
No, because we don't do in this. If we don't do in this fight, we don't see been too many 1, 2, 3. It's the same thing. Whether government, whether government then self be part of the political fight or whatever, it's something we don't want to talk about. And you talk earlier on and say we don't want to blame. We don't want to put blame games. Whether the
so that is why I continue to say
government.
No, put politics panam. No, point fingers panam. As they don't say, the professional body, we don't do investigation, we don't fire force. It's a malfunctioning of electrical appliances.
Okay.
And at the root cause of this fire.
Okay.
Let us not limit this one. Not just state out.
So waiting the government to do now. Waiting government's plan for doing all this.
The second mandate of that team was to look at the extent of damage just of the fire. Then profile solutions going forward, recommendations and solutions going forward. So now the first stage of investigating done. Now the extent of damage. Let the investigator on the infrastructure itself. Then if it's a malfunctioning of electrical appliances, waiting lead to is being investigated. Then thereafter you profile.
So this team will
so when all these reports come out, it will then have public domain.
So this team will the Vice President said, so we'll get a clarity on this. Is it for investigate on the fire incidents we happen at State House or probably therefore cut across the general public?
So that makes the difference between a census and a survey. Sometimes you therefore take sample. From your findings, you can generalize based on the thoroughness of your studies. So if this will happen on a State House, they take a thorough study on what happened. Every recommendation where these professional bodies they can wait will be for public consumptions, and they guide the whole nation going forward. So that is why this investigation is not just limited to government officials. Even professional engineering, private sector is on board. Fire Force is on board. ONS is on board. Relevant stakeholders are on board for make sure say we are using State House as a case study.
A case study, okay.
We don't know now say malfunctioning of appliances now lead to the fire outbreak. Which caused the malfunctioning is going to be investigated. The extent of damage and then the profile recommendations.
Use it
from this, we can spread out and everybody go learn from.
We can listen to message from statements from the Chief Fire Officer. But Indolo, is this the right approach from government? I mean, using the State House as case study on all waiting that happens in the country?
I'm very much happy when my brother say when he gets a wall, somebody fire the kitchen at the other side. He must get concern. But me go say the government not be get concern. I make the fire reach. Who say I reach so today? Because if we begin concern, if we don't do a thorough investigation before even this fire for don't reach na State House. But because we not prevent waiting the happen.
According to the minister, you are sensitizing people. They were sensitizing people.
Well, the Ministry of Information and Civic, they don't try in their own level best. But they need for do more. Not to formal just they call the press conferences whether you building or Ministry of Foreign Affairs. No cascade. I'm coming, sir.
We go district. We are in Cambia for 2 days, sensitizing. So that is how we are going.
The sensitization itself, not for just be the minister can talk. Law allow other players for come on board. Make I tell you one thing at this country. The people get small trust when it comes to politicians. So, we want to say the flavor of media houses or media practitioners, you get civil society campaigners taking the lead in some of them things they are. You can't be a player and be the ref at the same time. You get forget other sector. Center also me the reach, minister they are not go reach there. I not feel say I get any partner Sierra Leone when me own foot no reach it by investigation. At one point in time, even when people destroy the Lake Sonfo, I get for go Lake Sonfo. Within Lake Sonfo, I go Segbea, I go Smoni, I go Makuni, I go around that particular place, not to all minister Ebola, because I get for trek something like 1 whole day for claim that, the hills. So what do we need for though? Now we come with other players. Yeah? And now we want to see investigation, because then people, then they will leave their appliances. Need to be brought to book. They need for bring them to book. Let's start from there. If really, making say currently President Bio is the coach. If you don't see say the first team players, they are not doing well, let's go to the academy. Now not go to the academy and bring other people on board. Because I'm not seeing, I can sometimes pity the president. The president don't employ so many young people in this country. But the young people are then up to the task of the responsibility where the president give them. I can tell you, say no. Some man, the moment they employ them, the feathers they don't cack. If you be supposed to go meet with people in a ghetto, and not they go there anymore. But we be able to reach to the layman, the ghetto youth. We get forget their own views.
So using State House as case study, this is the right
So
approach.
using State House as a case study, I see and say for us, it's not that relevant. We for don't use case study from the people the way they elect them. Yeah? The electorate. But if we say now, we know they take care of the electorate, it's only where the finger don't point at we. They say sometimes when you shake the snake by its tail, who say in the one where they not the tail, they say on a shaker. But when the head turn to you, you not go and make them shake them at all. So now it don't happen with whistle. Over 200 and something houses got burned in this country. We not mount any proper investigation, not only when it comes to State House. And we are concerned about State House. It's not the building, but the individual will get it. Because if the president, anything happen with him, also he been dead, the contact alone, you know waiting for we don't lead to. So now we want make this particular investigation not just there under the carpet. Let we turn all the stones. Let we investigate from the time go, the word go, and come out with a tangible evidence. And we no one foresee a report where not get the interest of the people. Because sometimes, Sierra Leone, we can start investigation. We don't see a lot of investigation. The cocaine investigation, I ain't done so. We're not able to do nothing towards them. And now they understand, say, even the man where the incident happened with me, they can be a politics. We get investigation we get for deal with, picking the way they thief in the hospital. We get different type of investigation. But up to this time, we not come to conclusion. So, I'm not going to see anything coming out of this, past God. Because now 1 week, 2 weeks, investigation, every day do. Just after that one day, the only two will get for focus by now, the second. So I can see, say, Sierra Leone, we are running the state just like series film.
right.
This series done, we move to the other one.
Quick.
So we they ask Mr. Minister, let's be serious in this. Just let me open statement say some certain government officials are seriously unserious. It's only when issue come up, then can one make seriousness. So now I make I say the president may bring the academy players, let them start for play. Because we don't to see blunder from different, professional players. So now we begin use some of them other players, they allow we know whether they were able to prove it wrong or right. Because the incident will happen so. It's not good for we as a country. If a fire incident they happen within State House, then it means our security, the security of the citizens is at stake. Until otherwise we are able to fix and get policy where they tell you say no way not the way there for connect meter if heads are not certified. But one of the biggest problem we have, some of the institutions the way for do the job in this country, they are handicapped. You go to EDSA now, they don't even get better mutka. You go to Fire Force, even the fire engines we not even get up to 20.
So that we'll come to talk about that, because I want for Mr. Minister, I'll come back to you. One for take the message from the chief officer. But before we take that, just keep this in mind. We have to know the timeline of this investigation, how long this investigation will take, and let us know after the investigation waiting gets to happen. Fire Force don't be mentioned. Fire Force, of course, a lot of people feel like government not treats them fairly. In as much as we get 5 new engines last year, 84 people don't be don't credit them for being firefighters. There's so much to discuss about. But we'll take a message from the statement from the chief officer, and when we come back, we'll continue the discussion. Stay tuned.
Since State House they on fire. And what we do, we dispatch 2 of the new flying engines immediately for washable and steam. And when they reach the able for say some parts, not only the entire State House, some parts are installed in the 4th floor. The day on fire, and that we therefore generates interest in the fire service. And from that, we take about 10 minutes for you for entering the State House. We don't do that initial assessment. We don't send feedback to all commanders around Western area. We begin the operation immediately. The 2 engines get attacked from 2 different plants. While they didn't attack, we did for marshal all our fire engines, then all 5 engines we are available in the Western area. Watch that fire scene. So before it's even 4 o'clock now, all the 5 engines and we did it, and in fact, it will interest you for say, me personally as chief officer, I mean lead the operation. I mean lead the operation from start so till we finish the particular operation. And when we did that operation, we fight the fire. In fact, the intensity of the fire is on the top floor. Yeah, the 4th floor are 1 or 2 offices then, but at the 3rd floor, and you can say, just within that, inside the West Wing, the central part of the West Wing. So not only the entire West Wing will be fire, not the entire East Wing will be fire. Who said we reach the fire, we tell make sure the fire will move away from there or to other wings and for destroy other areas. We see the fire in that particular area and make sure to be standardized. Yes, the operation takes me a very long time to make it. It takes me up to 4 hours because my 7:15 and we actually extend the operation. But during that fight, a lot of activities take place. We therefore use, like I say, all fire engines at the Western area. We therefore draw a 20,000 liter bowser for Buma for him for cancer support and government. Able for draw police firefighters and ports come with 2,000 liter fire engine. Necessary cancer support in operation. So we all believe and by our government in grace and it's the professionalism of the market, we aim to bring that fire under control. All
right, and we no go take that all because of time, but I'll be talk to Deputy Minister before we go for the statement there from the Chief Officer, and let's talk about this. I mean, the investigation process, how long this could take. After the investigation process, what need for be done, and of course, first don't be mentioned by Indolo, which of course now they're responsible for fire business in the country. They are faced with plenty challenge. So let's talk about this.
Thank you very much. One thing I want to address before going to your question is about collaboration between the ministry and the civil society organization. And I think he's very correct on that. And in our own way, we have really tried to bring civil society organizations and the media on board. Very many things we do. In our layout of activities for this year, we want to take civic engagement across the districts. And even when we went to Canberra, the first point of call was the civil society registration there. We contact the focal point, meet their houses, and I then organize basically how the civic 2 days engagement at Canberra for me. And now then select would have even attend the function. We just took to them would I would be a facilitator for this particular session, this and that, but the participants or the audience will left hand at the civil society and the media in hand come there. We'll do same across the 16 districts because that is the mandate to give it to us. So collaborating with them is very key, and we don't give tremendous attention to that.
From what he was saying, we don't want to push this discussion away from which one. But from what he's saying, for me, I feel like I'm a journalist, but at some point, the Minister of Information chaired that particular press conference day, asking government official questions. I mean, for him, he feels probably it should be the job of a journalist or probably civil society, and you know, go be when not the exact what you saw.
Player and be ref at the same time.
And be a ref at the same time. So for him, it's a concern. But let's not go to that
press conference. So now government minister the chair, but they bring. There is not a press conference, or there are limited press conferences who will not try to bring at least one civil society person who pertain in that direction. When we are talking about finance management, we will reach out to budget advocacy network. Most times that's how we go. But so let's talk about somebody to pretend, and because a government ministry and a government program. But why are we bringing the media for listening to stakeholders? You are not asking a minister where the host. You didn't ask the relevant stakeholders questions. Let you hear it from the horse's mouth. Our own is just to host them.
It's something when we personally get a reservation on it. So let's not push through this conversation. Let's talk about this fire issue.
Nothing not like a rehearsal. Like where you rehearse before you come. Let we start for take some of them ministers there. May the public ask them question. May the public ask them question.
So
because we have a lot of technocrats in the system, where not even they live up to expectation. Because sometimes now therefore don't they advise. So basically, we
we have to look at public scrutiny. But let's talk about this fact.
When we brought the president to the town hall. Not to the people, you know, go put the president.
No, but that one they say for
that was another concern.
Ask question, then pull the mic, man.
But what did the president do? He said,
no, you know, so in fact, that person they do the mic. By that one, they for don't do under investigation. Why he do that?
So gentlemen, let not push away from
the issue here is
let not push away from
president. When are the number one person? He said, "We again ask." And
let's address the fire issue.
Let's talk about the fire issue.
Go to the fire
issue. No, I am looking at collaboration.
Things.
That's one thing.
We are dealing with time. Yes, we are dealing with time.
Improve on collaboration.
Okay.
The assumptions that politicians, we own as Sierra-Leoneans, he decide for go civil society, private sector, now they may be there.
Mr. Minister, we have 5 minutes.
Let us not assume every politician, like what they say, politicians are waiting carelessly careless.
He said some. He said some.
Generalizing.
He said some. So let's stick to the conversation.
That assumption.
So let's come, Mr. Minister. Let's stick to the conversation.
Of the politician or a citizen, you know, we just doubt her because he's a politician.
Mr. Deputy Minister, we have 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes on this.
Opening that they don't establish the malfunctioning of.
So how long this investigation therefore take?
It is about 3 weeks.
3 weeks, okay.
As assumed. Yeah. Now investigation, you know, the other week. Control again, team that don't put together.
Okay. So no
And
time.
I also tell you,
say 3
say,
weeks. Okay, continue.
If you say a malfunctioning of appliances, how did it happen?
Okay.
That means it one point responsibility to somebody.
Okay.
Then the recommendations. Those are all going to come out.
So after these 3 weeks, supposedly after these 3 weeks, we'll get all those information
from the team.
And after having this information, waiting there for be done.
They say recommendations are going to be part of this investigation.
Okay.
So we look forward to that recommendation and see as a nation how they go forward on this. Yeah? Because it is a collective responsibility. It is a civic duty, a shared civic duty amongst we all. That one, where enemy and disaster management they say will do so, or fire force they say will do so. About everybody not being fully equipped. If we say we look at the challenges to prevent service delivery, we are not going to function.
Okay.
What will make you extraordinary? What will make epic extraordinary amongst other stations is when you look at all the existing challenges that you produce the necessary results. So you are not going to zoom in on the challenge before you say.
Is this a compliment for us? A compliment for we?
I am saying what makes you extraordinary.
Okay.
Not that in this trade way they do, there are no challenges. There are. But what is keeping you above is with all these challenges you deliver.
Thank you.
So that is what the former boss I work with, Dr. Edwin. He always tell you say, don't zoom in on the challenge. There was a time when I received one come from Minister of Finance, but we mandate now for monitor government project. The end of the year, we reported monitoring over 80 government projects, government and donor projects. He said, "When I not getting that, how will I do it?" He said that makes us.
So forget it.
So sometimes these public institutions, there's nowhere we will able to get all the money for give them all the needs, but within waiting provided prioritize. In economics, I mean, they say draw a scale of preference and make sure you attend to the key, most pressing things. You understand, so that we deliver service to our
opportunity cost.
Thank you very much.
So in this situation, we get the investigation now starts from the Saturday itself, or probably not today start. So 3 weeks down the line, we people of Sierra Leone expect to get a comprehensive report of findings on this fire incident. You want to confirm for we?
I confirm that as it is being presented by the team.
Okay.
I am not part of the investigation, but waiting. Then that way they don't select. They say 3 weeks.
Okay.
We'll get comprehensive reports.
Okay.
So I'm just relaying that to you.
Okay.
Sierra Leoneans from different shades of life have been put together, including professional engineers from the private and public sector, for investigate this thing. They have said give us 3 weeks.
Okay.
And
so
we have given it 3 weeks, and we are looking forward to their report.
For us, we'll make sure we follow that investigation.
That is the mandate.
And probably that investigation will go end first week in May, to be precise. Thank you very much. We'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we go introduce on our calls then to the program. We'll call on 079-994-993, 079-994-993, and the number for be part of the program. We'll go for a short break, and we'll come back. We'll introduce the calls into the program. Stay tuned.
Orange money go to good, don't come for you. Businessman and businesswoman, it don't come for you.
This time again, the delivery guy no dey give me all the money, and I dey lost track of all my payments them. I was supposed for one business like this.
Why you not register for Orange Money
Kotoku?
If you get small business na salon, this na your chance for make you upgrade am. Orange Money dey introduce Kotoku na business line for all business dem.
Kotoku no dey yaba.
Whether you na cookery seller, trader, barber, bike man or keke rider, this na una chance for receive payments directly to your Kotoku wallet from your customer dem. And the best part na Orange Money go pay you commission for receive payments na your Kotoku wallet. Cash out for free na any Orange Money office, franchise or kiosk point. Kotoku wallet na your business in better one. For register for Kotoku wallet, dial #144*8*10#.
I say Orange Money Kotoku, don't come for you.
I see a light inside of you.
This now big news for all man na saloon. Access Bank na saloon don't acquire. We mean say then don't take over Standard Chartered Bank na saloon. I not to say you know what that mean, but I go tell you. It means say you now get 700 branch them and other place them where you can do business with Access Bank Saloon. Now America, Europe and Africa. Access Bank ready for improve life. We mean say we don't open new life and give you service all sign at the 24 countries the world operates and over 65 million other customers them with a bank with Access Bank and a saloon. Access Bank not only make it easy but make it reliable for you and give you more sense and bank business in the one world. You see now say Access Bank and a saloon don't bring new opportunity for you for make life easy for all man and woman where one open business na saloon. When I come na Access Bank na saloon and see who go play wonders for make life easy for you and your money. Access Bank will make a better for you.
One day you'll be like the sun. So one day you go shine.
Access, more than banking.
Alright, and welcome to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, Slick TV, Channel 37, Radio Garden, and of course Choice FM, our Facebook live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Orange Money cash out fee, not just 1%, and make sure say you join the Orange family. And if you want for cash out, not just 1%. I can always say if you want for cash out 100 leons, not just 1 leon, Orange the cut. So make sure say you join the family. We're going to this who calls them very shortly as now. And let's see on 079-994-993. We'll get the first call online. Let's go ahead and pick our call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. This is Commander Jibo on the line.
Go ahead, Commander Jibo. Please stay within 1 minute.
Really, I can pray for you.
Thank you.
This is why they pray for you. You don't get me voice no more, but you not see me with me integrity. But by the way of speaking, by the way of where they listen you, I not guarantee you, will point finger for you. Indolo, good morning. Indolo, you know one civil society, always I didn't Watalo, I respect you. But that problem with me. Because I tell you what the hospital will contain 100 babies. When the hospital not a function, he promised me say they come. And give me your number. I send one. I don't know whose kind. I don't tell you. Well, I don't know whose kind some of civil society there will get.
Commander Jibo, you can stick to the topic of discussion. We not get better time, yeah?
All right, make a come. My brother, this fire is a natural thing from God. Because me no one point finger to nobody. Because if you react, I know what I'm saying. And I spoke with experience. If you see this kind of fire there under. Look Salima, now they pass are gonna dig a little bit. Can you what happen? What's wrong? I think we need to continue the prayer. But again, the government, Minister of Information, you have the responsibility for fining, thoroughly fining. Now, the fire don't go to State House. Now, the fire don't go 34. Now, the fire don't go etc. You name them. My brother, this is a concern for us.
Thank you so very much, Commander Jibo. Thank you so very much. You don't exceed it. Thank you so much. Please wait the call. Stay within 1 minute. 079-994-993. Now the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. And please wait the call. Stay within 1 minute. And please go direct to we topic of discussion because it's important for make Deputy Minister understand what the people and think about the decision. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Your name and also the call you from, please.
This is Joseph from 4th Street.
Joseph from 4th Street. Go ahead. Stay within 1 minute, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you. My brother, I'm telling you, Lord said, okay, Lord forget about the State House. From January to this, before this State House incident, it's over hundreds of fire incidents that would have in that country. And obviously, any minister or anybody in your information minister don't come out and let's really say, now this, now that. Because they don't see the failure from the old side. We make State House born the most secure building in the country, the number 1 building in the country. We catch fire inside the president. That is not the failure for the all. If me get power now for talk to president, they're all for the under scrutiny. Trust me, because this is a disgrace to them. How fire a whole State House will they not get fire engine? Then the people, the one that we put in a power, they always they born. Nobody able come out say, hey, now this, now that, so, or they beg, or Lord do this, or Lord do that, so. No, this now a disgrace to them.
Thank you so very much. 07999949993, the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. Please, when you call, stay within 1 minute. Log online again and pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Bumper.
Bumper, go ahead.
But this is an ugly incident, Mr. Minister.
Mm.
Waiting at the forensic test, we not go and tell we about them documents who them don't born. Then again, if State House don't begin born, if we say we use or state institution, then say for we all, then you want tell we say fire distinguisher not in a State House, then again, who that responsible for the electrification of State House? And don't forget again, say we only talk about EDSC. Okay, now we ask say, then they increase their customer, but then get low capacity where then they produce. You know, if then they lead back to bond. Because example, look the transformer there. Then can go by that 20 or 30 transformer. What they can connect a more than 100 houses there. We don't know if it's anything they happen about that low capacity. But the increment of the customer they take place every day. Waiting at the step of the government, especially when we all cry about fire. You feel say as government institution, this will send good signal for we towards good governance.
Thank you so very much. 07999949993, and when you call, please go straight to the point and try very hard. I know people want to talk, but let's try very hard and stay within 1 minute. Log online. Hello,
yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Cole from College.
Mr. Cole from College, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Somebody like to say, government, the president don't give a lot of young people responsibility. Yes, that is the honest truth. Government, the president don't try really. But some of these people, when president give them power, then first focus not for human business, but destroy people their homes. Then instead of focusing on the job where president give them for do, then first focus and for destroy home, destroy families. Then destroy marriages. Then they pay attention to the work. Let God bless Sierra Leone. Let God help you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very much. 07999949993, the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. Call and be part of the conversation, and please stay within 1 minute. Logo online and pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is not Jopele from Bafo.
Joseph, sorry. I'm not getting name clear, sorry.
Jopele, Bafo.
Joseph, go ahead. Stay within 1 minute, yeah?
Okay. Me, the only thing I want for this government, this present government, they don't feel me. Fully.
Okay, I think this is not item where let's foresee. Well, the minister there, you go respond to that. 07999949993, logo online again, and pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Find your name inside the call from please. Pamusa, sorry, go ahead.
The problem, problem for now, investigation. Then don't investigate that guy who the hold with that cocaine Guinea. Right now, I think say they on free. They said in the investigation. Sit down, I not get no information for sure. Then don't find guilty or no other way. Now State House don't burn. Then they investigate. We can forget truth on this investigation because one day investigation me no see no truth or any investigation through this government where they say this is the investigation until don't point and let them do investigation day. Today I not get no what is day. Now we'll be first number. Who's next? Now Nasit Kefoborn. Now you building Kefoborn. Name decide them. Now brother house is the born. They're saying a bad connection. State House na bad connection. That electrical where then go na White House na America. State House able bam then come na State House to where? Why? Who send the bond they're seeing a bad light? Elsa, let them back come, let them can defend themselves.
Thank you so very much. We nearly pray or wish for any more fire incidents to happen again in the country. 07999949993, not the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. Log online and pick another caller. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Ivan.
Good morning, Malaika.
God bless you. Malaika can't rest forward. Well, actually, first and foremost, I would like to forward the words of the minister when say Epic extraordinary, and it is indeed true because now they give you that canopy for talk to government officials. And Mr. Minister, do you no one is feel offended? That what you want to get to go meet we. Now we places them and campaign to we. I want to get them to answer questions. Please don't feel offended. Okay, now, as the CSO they say, and this now what is the people and they allege? Is it true that the negligence of responsibility? Secondly, is it corruption for procurement of quality appliance? Then, is it a deliberate act for burn down documents? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Malaika. 079994993, and the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. We'll probably take 2 more calls. We'll go online again. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Epic.
Good morning. Your name and say the call from, please.
Lamin Samu Akoyato.
Lamin, go ahead. Stay within 1 minute.
Yes, from what you understand by the investigation, that not substandard materials make a state house bond. How state house could go buy substandard materials then? Why they not look for quality? Because it's the number one post standard for this country. How na go buy things that we know sober? Una left for look for quality things then una go look for substandard. Why? Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Let's try and see if we can squeeze one more call. 079994993. One last call. And hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. So your name and say the call from, please.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, how are you?
Fine. Your name and say the call you from.
I recall from Wilberforce.
Wilberforce, go ahead.
Just like what they say, the lapses of the government, minister, the government, they all get lapses. One whole state house, how it they go born, where there is no security, no nothing. You know, easy. Then they lie for we no more, but you know easy. Now only God will prove. All waiting and paper, on the ground. Expose the one day.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. I'm afraid that the line look bad on that direction there. Sorry. And let's see, squeezing last lucky caller, last one. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is Abaka from Fumi.
Baka, go ahead.
No, sorry. I really they blame the opposition because them people here and then don't serve the highest team back again at that state to say then sabi all how material in the but up till now never see no press release, no statement, no nothing.
From the opposition, you mean?
Yeah, from the opposition.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't see no press release, no nothing. So you don't show say there's a plan for put me in doom the leadership of Minkailo Matari.
Thank you very much. Anyways.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, the state house, you understand? Now the highest protection place around it. And not the place where protected reach the state house. So me the only thing we they expect from the ministers and all now how for apologize to the people. You know, get no other explanation. Only for apologize because we don't see so many investigation and Boku where the people are unable to see the outcome up till now.
Thank you.
The fastest investigation now that killing maybe take place now that's good. Now the only investigation now they will come out inside a few weeks. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. And we know we'll pick normal call again and start off with Deputy Minister Bokari A. Aziz Bawawa. You know, listen to we callers them waiting and don't say and we'll get respond to them.
Okay. Thank you very much. The first thing I would note is the misinformation. I don't say anybody now don't say na substandard materials. State House procure. Nobody knows saying
okay.
The Fire Force investigation say malfunctioning of appliances. Malfunctioning means say na substandard. Then for only the fear of the person we say na something they want hide this and that. No, the offices we really go say oh they want hide something. Nothing will affect them. The procurement office, no, nothing will happen there. The SPN office, nothing will happen there. So nobody not intentionally plan for destroy anything. And also the cause like I don't say now, has been established that now appliances malfunction. As at now, the professional body charged with that responsibility, that day you don't see. But beyond that, the vice president, the mandate, the 2 hour wait and give the investigating committee going forward is malfunctioning of appliances. How did it happen? That is very key to note. Then the extent of damage. You understand? So we are not saying nobody not established it by substandard material. No, it's a malfunction. And I really want to draw the attention of Sierra Leoneans. Like I don't maintain that we really look at this thing, fire incidences, with a national and patriotic lens. Believe me, fire incidents is not just on buildings. I don't meet up beaucoup times. Motka bomb. I don't know if that is being noted. 2 Sundays back, I talked to a colleague, me and I meet up. It didn't say Motka, it didn't say Motka. He said just come on garage. Now his station in Motka bomb. So fire incidences to buildings, to vehicles, is rampant. That make me, it is a national concern. Even I can tell me when I say Motka not to assets again. Because you they come out with an enable character again. So even Motka they burn rapidly these days. So the ministers then are homebreakers. That is an allegation, a very serious allegation. The president, in his wisdom, don't take responsibility, he don't hand it over to young people. We all get many years ahead of we, and the president don't challenge we, because he don't make it very clear that 2028 is his last term. He don't get for dinner ballot paper. Most of we get for continue for exist as Sierra Leone with ambition. Go na the academy and take player for can play. Now the definition of academy, no. But every team across the world, they get a blend of academy players and matured players with professional experience. Now they make a team. We think say the president don't really try to put a team together. Notwithstanding that, we are all Sierra Leonean. We only have Sierra Leone to deliver for. So it is a collective responsibility, a shared civic duty and responsibility that will make sure we meet the president in the expectation. In order for the every year for directory for do XYZ. But now we lead to corner. Now we make sure say we get responsibility to the people. For say every politician is a criminal, is a thief. No, I take exceptions.
I think nobody must say every.
No, they look at every politician. I lie that they lie this and that. We don't go through a lot of situations where the government don't stay true to everything. And the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, we don't really make an responsibility for make sure say anything will happen onto this cocaine case where they talk. We follow him to the letter. The ambassador was not in the vehicle where they catch her. But because of that responsibility in the vehicle, I make the president call up. He don't sack her.
We will talk about that in some other
time.
Let's stick to the
they don't take action. They don't sack her. The man that passed the pass now as ordinary Sierra Leonean. The president don't go like it and say because I don't sack you, you know for pass.
Let's stick to the fire.
So the investigations are coming, actions are being taken. This one will don't happen. We all concerned as Sierra Leoneans that now the highest office, this thing don't land. Therefore, this bold action where the vice president institutes now for meet the expectations of the people. If this thing don't happen now, it don't reach here. If we not take actions, what next? Like what people will say, what if the president be in our office? These are misinterpretation, misinformation. Every other person would for don't get apprehensions. Somebody where they it says status and fire and the president did it. You don't know what's going to happen.
So finally, we are going. According to you, you say the team go take 3 weeks for supposedly for investigate, and also somebody for be held responsible. That's of course we all agree on that. Somebody should be held responsible.
Finally, the investigation can forget recommendations.
Okay.
If it points towards the negligence of particular person XYZ, I don't want to preempt what they should be investigating. But what they have to say, if the vice president say, okay, now malfunctioning of appliances, correct? How did it happen? Beyond just malfunctioning, what lead to the malfunctioning? Meaning, you want to know beyond that point.
Do you think we don't reach a stage at this country where you feel like we need for tell the truth to be safe? I mean, the hard truth. Like, let's say this, because this is very much important than we try for manage situation as a government, because probably I find out that this is what we are trying to do. If people wrong, tell them that they are wrong. If people not do, because we don't follow the meter also to the first gentleman, which of course it's very much important, because as you say, if something will happen, we for don't they talk different than a different way for they don't talk so it's important. Away from the state house, we get other fire incident in safe will happen. Somebody really need to take responsibility of that.
Quite sure. And thank you. Why we can be very proactive for pull press releases at appropriate time, timely one, is because we don't try for really maximize public confidence and trust. That now people that can look forward to the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, the press release on issues. And why we able to get the public trust is we don't really try for stay honest and straight to the truth.
Thank you very much. Me producer the signal about time. Into a quick one.
Thank you very much. I just get few things then for say. Commander Jibo, I will come Waterloo. The last time waiting happen really, I go Waterloo because I'm supposed to go see one hospital where the Ministry of Health don't neglect.
Okay.
And I just get for go there. I be they go bo I stop by, but the phone where I be they use we get problem. Password they don't try for transfer all the information. So if you hear me, message me so that I go able to get the number again. Then secondly,
what do I in 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Government need for take full responsibility. This not neglect, they neglect the entire situation. And now we left for the react to things. Don't try for see how they able prevent them not to happen. Yeah, may government come out with a press statement and tell we say we are totally sorry because we know we don't take responsibility before. Because I not ever see government take responsibility.
Okay.
And they need for do them now.
Okay.
Then thirdly, let we get a policy before then they put even meter. EDSA for don't come, for don't certify that particular place and see how they go able give you meter. Men not just give meter like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then thirdly, the president himself need for resign from the for being the minister of energy, because one for the city, one for the rich, the minister of energy, but he's still the minister. And the technocrats them where they surround the energy sector, the SSF has to be blamed, because now then are the principal advisors to the president when it comes to energy.
Okay.
So then SSF will get for blame them. But more so, may government take responsibility for one say, this we don't accept this. We not be done proactive in the start. But now we want to see how we will come in and settle this. And to the public as well. We don't see areas who say 1 gram meter. They take care of 4 or 5 houses, which is not correct.
Okay.
We need for prevent that. So to the public, now I can tell the minister say we get a lot for do in terms of sensitization.
Okay.
But if we skill the sensitization, almost say in a Ministry of Information and Civic, they do and not go able to reach down to the people.
Thank you.
But really, government need for take full responsibility of the atrocities that way don't happen in the houses that we born. Then from there, we're able to go back now the drawing board and see how we're able to fix issues.
Thank you very much, Indul. Mr. Minister, quick one. What are the part of this committee we get for investigate this
like I'll say, Fire Force is there.
Fire Force, okay.
The Institute of Engineering from the private sector is
okay.
there. ONS is there.
ONS, okay.
We are really professional and ethical institutions who are part of this investigating committee,
okay,
from both the private and the public sector.
Thank you so very much for your time for being part of the Epic Morning Show, and thanks to David Indulo for your time for being part of the Epic Morning Show. Thanks to beautiful callers and the viewers as well. Thank you so much for choosing us this morning. And Epic Entertainment and Sports lined up for you, and immediately after Marion George all set for the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. Till meet again tomorrow, to be specific, my name is Ivan Julius Lee. Do you have yourself a beautiful and a peaceful midweek? Till then, bye bye.
I don't get, oh, I don't get you. Love, go tell me, Papa, say, I don't get you love, say, I don't get, oh, I don't get you. Love, go and tell me, Mama, say, say, I don't get you love. Go and tell me, Papa, say, say, I don't get you love. Go tell me, Mama, say, I don't get you love, say, I don't get, oh, I don't get you love. Go tell me, Papa, say, I don't get you love, say, I don't get, oh, I don't get you love. Papa for no say, me uncle for no say, me brother for no say, me I don't get me your love, me mama for no say, me auntie for no say, me sister for no say, me I don't get me your love.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to you midweek edition of Sports Update. This morning with me, Mohammed Tobikago, and of course, let me run you through some of the updates. So, Kenya President William Ruto don't present the national flag to the Rising Stars as the team don't set for depart for Morocco for a short training camp before they go head to Egypt for the under-20 AFCON. Country like Kenya already don't left the country for go Morocco first, and before they head to Egypt, we still they in town. Thomas Partey be there at the Arsenal travelling squad for play against Real Madrid, despite the player not finished the match against Brentford over the weekend. And Arsenal now the Champions League today go wear the black for face Real Madrid now the second leg of the Champions League. And Burnley also they're about to make history, 29 games unbeaten in the Championship, and they're one step closer for return to Premier League football. And of course, inside the Italian Serie B, Sassuolo don't return back to the Italian top flight league, the Italian Serie A, and Fabio Grosso, and of course, in teammate, but achieved this remarkable comeback at the Italian top flight league. Players still in active football, don't try to be co-owner, as we see Real Madrid and Croatia captain Luka Modric don't become a new minority owner at Swansea Football Club. Now, all this is the inside update this morning, but don't forget it's the big night of Champions League football ending in the local domestic league. Arsenal and Real Madrid and Bantal Football Club will play against Eastern Lions in the local domestic league. Now, all that did this morning in Sports Update.
Good morning and welcome to Entertainment Update with me, Fatma Taleb, inside the Epic Morning Show. Well, last King Dinero updating fandom about Ngowan to Kuwait. The OG also sent one strong message to the Pekin them. They warned them for stay off drugs. Well, But which picking them they talk about, we don't know it. Maybe na a beef song or na something coming up. And away from that, Kechi from Nigeria don't set for release one classic joint with two of Sierra Leonean best rappers, a feature Crack Twist and They Call Me Samza, your favorite rappers them, and the song title Me Paddy go they out on the 28th of April 2025. Away from that, Sierra Leonean musician Zwa don't drop one advice to all artists for stop for all their music them. According to Ram, he said the song you are keeping might be the one people want to hear. Drop it from Zwa. And Sierra Leonean Afrobeat singer Slim Peasy, aka Pepper Boy, all set for dropping last song for this year 2025, and the title and Peace of Mind, which is POM. Watch out, and it go drop out soon. Sierra Leonean musician Kita Boy is set to drop the official music video for his latest song, where it titled Low Low Low. It goes soon day out, so watch out and check out the behind the scene photo. Finally, ahead of this year independence celebration, Sierra Leonean fastest rapper Speedo, the Kingmaker, dropped in last song where it titled No Cipher Go. It is out now on all platforms, so go out there and stream and make your own contribution towards the entertainment industry in a salon. Well, now all this I get for you inside today on updates inside the Epic Morning Show, the entertainment update. Tete will meet again. Me na Fatmata Lebi. Peace out.
If you know me puppy, if you know me bestie, if you know me ride or die, come make we jolly jolly. If you know me party, if you know me bestie, if you know me ride or die, come make we jolly jolly.
That I'm gonna beat him.
Like this, like that, like this, like that. This life is not a game. I don't learn that. It's not about money and fame, although I want that. It's about finding somebody we go hold you down. Sometimes when I wake up, I know it.
Me man, you don't go believe this. Orange Money cash out fee don't count down to only 1% for any amount you cash out.
Young lady, it's not true. Say Orange Money they charge now 1% for cash out.
Yes, sir. Just 1% of the amount where you want for cash out.
So if I cash out 1,000 leons, now 10 leon no more they pay?
Exactly. 10 leons for 1,000 leons.
So me picking, if I cash out 100 leons, now 1 leon are they pay?
Yes, ma. Just 1 leon for 100 leons.
Wait, ma. If I pull 50 leons, that then only 5 cents that they pay?
Now you don't talk so.
Wow, this one fool me much. I know one day here is such low fee. Orange Money don't make things easy for we all.
Now, cash out for only 1% of the amount with the widest agent network, na salon. Now the cheapest cash out fee. No more stress, no more high fees. Just easy transaction. Orange Money, they any outside you go.
OneXBet values your activity and wants to celebrate with you. Stay with us and enjoy OneX Free Bet, a weekly reward just for you. Sign up at onexbet.sl with promo code 3SL to get a 200% welcome bonus up to 2,800 leones. Bet on the correct score from Tuesday to Monday and get guaranteed free bets. Millions already winning. Join your friends and experience the thrill of victory with OneX Free Bets.
I hope that our visitors would listen to this song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign stress. Bad things are blown out proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed every test. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. You know our music is rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But if a man steal a mango or breeze blow up a woman dress, bet your life we making headline in the foreign press. True, true. Lamba bombe pa, lamba roba, lamba de la de tila roba.
Oprah Winfrey once said, "The biggest adventure you can take now for live the life of your dream." Hello and welcome to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, where they come to you on 99.3 FM, Slick TV, Channel 37, Choice FM, Radio Garden, and Seth on Facebook. Me and your host, Marion Precious George. And inside the show this morning, President Bio calls for urgent reform of the United Nations Security Council and described the current structure as unacceptable. And also the National Revenue Authority issues 48-hour deadline to individual and business them wey get outstanding tax obligations. Chief Fire Officer speaks on 34 military hospital fire incident. All of the stories plus the review of the newspapers they inside the show this morning. And for that, I get inside the studio Reginald Brian Ojukutusoya will go join me for analyze the issues this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Marion. Good morning, listeners and viewers all about the country and the globe at large.
Okay, without wasting any more time, we'll look at the stories where the newspaper carried this morning. And my first take now, the Independent Observer newspaper. A big banner headline reads, the day the educated failed us. And it has a quotation say, when the educated choose silence over action, when they believe not challenging the government is safer, when they choose careers over courage, then education has failed. Another story, fire safety demonstrates smoke detection technology to ministry staff after State House fire incident. And also Mansing B police station transforms to divisional headquarters. Ahmed Sebom Kanu re-elected SLPP Tonkolili district chairman. And as well, you get on the front page, as community calls on Human Rights Commission, public outcry over torture of suckling mother. All of those stories plus Mr. President Can We Talk part 140, they in front of the Independent Observer newspaper this morning.
And we get one big banner headline at the Standard Times newspaper this morning, and it says, corruption scam hit Miss Sierra Leone 2025 pageant show. And also in the front page of the Standard Time, contempt of court, FBC lecturer on bench warrant. All this and more you will find at the front page of the Standard Times newspaper publication this morning.
Away from the Standard Times, I take the satellite newspaper. A very big banner headline reads, as operations continue smoothly, no strike action at SLPHA. You see a photo of the Director General for the Sierra Leone Port Authority, Yakuba Asker Bio, on the front page. And also Leon Rock Metal Group pays over 62 million CDA fund. Commissions phase 1 of LRMG's 30 MTPA plant. And finally, NPRA signs MOU with NRA and Maritime Administration to sustain revenue mobilization. All of the stories and more you go find at the front page of the satellite newspaper.
And you'll find this morning the Concord Times newspaper. We get big banner headline: FBC unveil eco-friendly cable car. FCC unveil eco-friendly cable car projects to ease traffic in Freetown. There's a photo of the mayor of Freetown, Her Worship Madam Yvonne Akinsoya. And also IOM government launch projects to prevent irregular migration in Sierra Leone. Jagaban donates 120 million Oleans to Team Canada Youth Organization. And finally, on the front page of the Concord Times publication, Dover optimistic about better condition of service for the aged. All this and more, they now the front page of the Concord Times newspaper publication this morning.
Away from the Concord Times, my final take now the Alco newspaper top story. Chief Fire Officer discloses cause of State House blaze. And also Bonzu unpacks financial risk tools at YFM Lagos training. Service sector overtakes agriculture as Sierra Leone's largest employer. And also FCC hosts environmental consultation on landmark cable car project. All of the stories and more you go find at the front page of the Alco newspaper publication this morning. If you just joined me to listen to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and inside the show this morning, we'll discuss a range of issues, and of course, the one gets to do with President Dr. Julius Maada Bio calling for urgent reform now the United Nations Security Council, and describe the current the structure as one way unacceptable. And this now, according to a notice where the State House communication put out regarding President Bio in visit this Bientem na Turkey. And of course, according to the notice, I just the news rather, I could just read few lines of what State House put out regarding this call where President Bio make. He said the statement was made during the participation of the in the Antalya Diplomacy Forum on the 11th April 2025, where he emphasized that the UNSC's composure is outdated and does not adequately represent the global community, particularly Africa. And they said during the high-level panel discussion titled Reclaiming Diplomacy in the Fragmented World, President Bio articulated that the existing structure of the UNSC fails to reflect contemporary global realities. He also pointed out that Africa, which is home to over 1 billion people, lacks a permanent seat at the Security Council. This absence indicates that Africa was overlooked during the formation of the United Nations Security Council, which has remained largely unchanged since its inception. These are, a few of the words where President Bio, make during this meeting, talking about, the need for make Africa be part of or get a permanent seat now the UN Security Council. And this now one way African leaders then don't they push far too long for. But this time around, it seems as if President Bio was bold enough, because most of the things them way he make mention of inside the meeting, one go say perhaps President Bio before now, not on the talk that kind of day, it was blunt in the meeting, stating out things the way Africa done the loss, and why is it that the African continent not get sitting at the UN Security Council up to now, and as until they know they put for. It's like even the formation of the UN Security Council, they normally envisage say Africa for be part of the council, or they normally make any provision for make Africa get a seat at the UN Security Council. Regina.
Yes, thank you so much. I think it's a worthy stride from the President of the Republic. I think we also been serious alone with secure a seat now the council, and the Sierra Leone being secure. I'm not only a member, but it was the chairperson for a specific period of time. Yes, I think this has not been a new issue, in which we don't see the European nations, them and other nations, them now they largely dominate now the UN Security Council, and all for reason we are not able for testify now, but the President of Sierra Leone pushing that at least Africa gets a permanent seat, because over the years it has been then vote for now for some specific period of time, and after that then will come out. There has been no permanent seat, while other nations then they will get permanent seats. So I think a lot we will need for really look into this one. We are not really discussing about Sierra Leone, but this has to do with the continent. And one key thing here we make for state here is how as African force, how relevant we don't make we say, because it is only now we don't see African countries and don't they be well, some they try for be largely independent. And they try for do their own activities without looking for
any external support.
Any external support, of course. So, and if you're able for master, and then you will always be. So the white people have done the other European nations, and we don't look at Africa with that kind of way and say, then people are so. I mean, they
always depend
yes,
on
they always look at people out there. They always look at we for come and support them, and so we don't feel like they get a need for. But the narrative now they change, and African countries and the way they strive, and also the fact that it been blunt for tell them on that meeting, we just hope see some of them things and they then take them into consideration when UN go to get high power deliberations them, then continue for signal them. And this is a fight that they cannot win alone. I think we need to emphasize that as well. So, they need the support of other countries in Africa. By so doing, I don't way down the way it go able for get the but single-handedly as the president of Sierra Leone, and then for take this fight against other European nations. And
so you think President Bio was the right person to state all of this fact about Africa not having a permanent seat now the UN Security Council?
Well, of course, I no one for say is not the right person and all. But again, like I say, I feel like enough for me don't do it in one. Okay. This should be like a movement. Get out other African countries them, sell the idea to them. Because again, let's say if other African countries not in support of this statement we don't make, then it's not going to win. It needs the support of other African countries. So at the end of the day, when you get, for example, the president of Nigeria, Tinubu, you get the president of other the Ghana, they all and then they all come and put their voice and sit down, then get a high power delegation and then get one point where they go present, then it will become valid in the ears of the Europeans. But it's a worthy cause, and I just feel like you need the support of the other colleagues. Them, everybody get in everything so far in life. You have somebody where they start some. So if you don't start now, I just think you need the support of other them for come in and see how they can able for push one. But it not to tell them Mayon. This has been a very I would say a perennial problem where we don't see other African presidents we don't push for make Africa get a permanent seat in the UN Security Council, and that wish has not been granted. And you watch African countries already part of the United Nations. I think largely it's only European nations that we pass Africa, not the United Nations, and not because Africa we get about 54 countries where I think maybe out of that 54, 90% of them now members of the United Nations. And also it tells you that we are supposed to get a very big voice and then supposed to listen to it. But we also get for come back home, put certain mechanism in place, and sure say we work on things we not largely depend on donor support all the time for carry about with activities we able for provide for ourselves, we able for provide for we people by so doing when we lessen the dependency rate from the Europeans trust me, then they begin for treat you the kind of respect.
Yeah, even make mention of marginalization. There is an aspect of this notice say President Bio stressed that the structure of UNSC no longer reflects global realities and continues to marginalize the Africa continent. And you make mention earlier on say the Africa continent not get that much for offer, you know. Yeah. So either the council or other countries them were the part of the UN Security Council, perhaps not the reason for the marginalization.
Exactly. So when you get a lot for offer, the people largely not get something where they depend from where they go no say. I mean we depend on Africa, forget this reason. But most of the time now we depend on them and all. So maybe if they even come to Africa, for example, it's only for make use of some of the resources, the natural God-given resources we God on place na the African soil. But after that, I mean there has not been, so the marginalization go only stop where Africa first we take we have serious and we begin for work on a lot of things, and trust me we have a lot to offer in the UN Security Council. For me as a Sierra Leonean, I'll be very happy in fact we get the president be appointed as a chairperson, even though now it was for a specific period of time. But I look at the Sierra Leone with less than 10 million people, let me say 8 million rather, because they are not a census, we don't know the correct figure 8. for me to attain to that height, I think it was a very good one. So moving forward, I just think say a good that you don't start time, but more deliberation. This is not a one-off something. Again, for be consistent, they need to be consistent in this, and also try for push the initiative to other African countries and ensure say you able for convince them, because if we're able to convince ourselves, then how can we go out there to convince the other people and the Security Council? But it's not be a very good one, and I think he was blunt in making some of these statements. Now the summit where we get Natalia.
Okay, and away from that, we look at another issue. USAID, the National Revenue Authority, issue out 48-hour deadline to individual and business them with outstanding tax obligation for pay within 48 hours. And according to the notice, they highlight range of tax we covered under this action. We include pay as you earn, we na pay tax, corporation and personal income tax, particularly outstanding quarterly installment, goods and services tax, GST, rental income tax, payroll, customs, duty, petroleum, etc., etc. And according to the NRA, people who default for pay or comply within the stipulated 48 hours, the authority no go left with no option but for initiate enforcement actions will include sealing of business premises and restricting the clearance of goods at port. Additional measures also involve placing travel bans on defaulters moving in and out of Sierra Leone, public naming and shaming of individuals and entities, seizure and action of business assets, and possible litigation or court action. These are the actions where NRA don't put in terms of people the way they feel for pay, then set of taxes here we make mention of regional.
I mean, it's very interesting, yeah. Some parts of the punishment way then go get so. But I come back. I look at last year, Marion. We noticed the strive towards revenue generation last year was not as impressive as we all would anticipate for. Well, largely a lot of things anyway maybe we'll put into play. Waiting to be the strategy where the NRA put in place, because the lifeblood of any country of Sierra Leone, particularly not any other country of Sierra Leone, we depend largely on the NRA, because now this taxpayers' money now in the government they use for on the day-to-day affairs of the country. And if we not able to generate enough tax or income, then the country go there at some point where it will take months, for example, so then teachers are not going to go to school because government not going to pay them. Government officials are not going to receive salary. I mean, doctors, they're in our government doctors, a lot of things, and they will go take into consideration, and the country not going for one effectively. But again, I see the pay as you earn. It was an initiative where the NRA they don't implement that initiative, and I don't see several strategies the way NRA don't begin come. But again, it seems as if they are still struggling. So what I'm asking here is, before come and continue the question, is it that NRA still get there is still a struggle for get the right approach for generate the income? Because first the other time they be implementing machine them.
It seems so.
Yes, where them go now they shops them. I
Yes.
think you don't see the way you go, where you buy, they go now the machine, another one they come out. And that still not seem for solve the problem. We don't see other set of new strategies and only come in again, and people are still on the default. Or is it that they get problem with the enforcement? Ensure say people force people for comply with the new directives that we don't give. So that's also something I want for take, because we don't end the first quarter of the year, and now if you ask NRA now the first 90 days, because that they don't even need for come and answer that question. From this directive we put, it tells you that they're not able to succeed within that first 90 days.
Absolutely.
Because if they succeed in the first 90 days, the first quarter of the year, their restrictions also whether they put whether this press release not be for them go to that extent and say then go take legal litigation. Stop the defaulters and close their shop, stop them from clearing goods. And the public naming and shaming, I think saying that party I don't know now. This NRA being constituted by an act of parliament,
yes.
and all. I know them powers, all of them powers that we then get as to whether some of them enforcement and they where them for take the law, the constitution, give them the power for take such laws. I think I'll need to go and do a research on that one and see. But naming and shaming,
it might be.
Yes, I know. So I just say again. So I stand to be correct. So again, that also could be. But is it? Do you think this go solve the problem all the time? We put out press release, we ask people for comply, when they not comply, we do this, or it's high time we begin to think about, NIA begin to think about a way this particular incident go be settled once and for all. Because the truth is that
coming out with such a notice, Reginald, as you make mention, don't show say even those electronic, machines them where they install na various shop them, not effective. It's either people not use them, and it's possible that NRA not gets the manpower for they go do on the spot check each and every day, because how many checks you go able for do within a week or inside one day. So it means that perhaps people them not only use the machine, so we make them bring out such a notice.
The truth is that, well, I don't know if the people at the forger machine though. For example, I know one for disclosure shop. I buy one wrap, chicken wrap. The chicken wrap costs 76 leons, 52 leons. Now the actual cost for the chicken wrap. All that balance now you get them. It is there. I did it and all. For example, when you go pay now the subscription Satcom also, the actual full package fee is 350 leons, 292 leons. Now the Satcom actual fee, the balance money all now NRE. These are some of the things them NRE sits and then they give you, then they print them, then they print them, then give the company receipts and give the NRE receipt. So is it that now make I ask myself a question? Is it that this particular one, this machine not solve the problem, or they need for do more on the spot check for ensure say they're able for curtail this problem? Because it seems that we just go back and forth in all of this, and at the end of the day the problem not get solved.
Okay, and away from that topic, well, the deadline starts on the 14th of April, and it's 48 hours. We go see how we go able for follow up with the NRA for know how many recovery they don't make so far. On to the next issue before we open the phone line. Chief Fire Officer speaks on the 34 Military Hospital fire incident and reveal a lot of things, because there are speculations we don't go around. Of course, Epic Radio Midden are the senior yesterday, but not be able to get any information because we were restricted for from going to the scene where the fire incident take place. But reports them don't or rumors don't go around say the fire incident perhaps it might be electrical, it might be this or that. But the chief fire officer don't make it clear say the fire incident not get nothing to do with light or electricals, because the store we born also consignment of medication and they not even get wiring, not even get electricity in the first place. But they make mention of exactly what caused the fire inside the government weekly press briefing, where they give updates about the recent fire incidents. They make we listen to Nazri Commander Bonge, Chief Fire Officer, quickly, and we discuss the topic.
For the 34 incidents, this morning around 6 o'clock in the morning, we received call say 34 day per fire. In fact, we marshal, not maybe the talk is say now only for State House. We marshal 5 new fire engines that then wash all at 34 this morning. Yeah, and we're able to order that fire in less than 2 hours. And we realize for say that fire then other fire will not get nothing to do with electricity. In fact, now a warehouse. Now store outside they can keep material, and whenever they get emergency, like for example, you get Ebola, you get smallpox, the military want for go assist the civil population. And inside that store, they then put them, beat them, put them other alpha material they only can use. That particular thing, they not get one electrical wire with it, not to anything for do with electricity. On the contrary, we realize say fire be there very close. And a burning fire, you get radiant heat, we're able to enter into the building. So that's not the update for 34.
Well, those were the words of the Chief Fire Officer Nazri Commander Bonge we dey give updates but recent fire incident, especially the one wey happen at the 34 military hospital, where it reveal a lot of things where people don't make speculations about. But before Nazri they make this revelation, people may expect the 34 military hospital management for either issue out a notice about the incident or what have you, because as a state regional journalists were at the scene yesterday, but they were restricted from going to the fire scene. So they expect, thorough or a press notice stating waiting caused the fire or whatnot. But everybody may just stand still, they wait for information. But it's good again that the chief officer don't make any revelations here. But what do you think about all the things them we say caused the fire in the first place?
Yes, so I borrow a word from Mami, say something radiant heat na the cause of fire. So maybe we need a lot of explanation. If I was part of that case before ask him as to make he explain within the radiant heat, because according to him, he said one electrical cable, not the inside the store, outside the consignment and the drugs consignment them. But again, I can understand with Amayon, he's one of the people that will get the most difficult job now in the country. Initially, first it was the energy sector. Yes, I mean, you go agree with me. At some point, be the way now been just electricity will be the talk, but no more. We light not be the day. At some point, sharing can, but now the narrative don't change. It is just fire all the time, and all. I understand from the 34 military hospital. When anything in the happen, everybody they be lost to what, but I think it's almost 24 hours now, because that thing they happened in the early hours of yesterday. Till date now, at least we be for me they expect now for even though yesterday when the incident happened, then go one for say we been there in deep shock, we not be nothing for say we know we don't get all the information, because they need for be just and puts out starting statement without examine with the cause and all. But now since the chief officer don't begin help the journalists there with some of the cause of fire, I think we expect the 34 management as well, the 34 hospital management for put out a release and also make themselves give further explanation as to what exactly caused that radiant. Is it that na the consignments with the inside the store and then generate that heat? Because
yes,
then medicine
it might be.
It might be because my own I can say then can say then for keep them in a cool and dry place.
Yes.
It can pass some of the cartoons them and all.
Meaning that's the room not for hot.
Not for hot, yes. Yeah. Even inside the cell drugs. Always that is what we know. So a question again we maybe go on for ask as journalists now as to why would not be the reason we make them not put light inside a particular place. They for keep them thin and they all in the kind of temperature, because the temperature they wait them for the and it just left. And so and is it that because I mean allegedly I not confirm but allegedly from an eyewitness it confirm say some gas inflammable things and they inside there as well. I can't confirm whether gas them in there but or the empty gas canisters them in there as well. This is why we expect them for come out,
and this is so why then for me as well allow journalists them for going at the scene and make their own findings regarding the particular issue, because speculations they go around say perhaps it might be a foul play, it might be this, but if journalists them be actually then at the scene, them for me able for get their own findings regarding what happened, or it's like they are trying to protect the institution for make some certain things them not come out to the public. As you make mention, if there were canisters at the place, journalists then go there, they might see them, they might see one or two things then perhaps where they no say enough for the part of that study outside the consignments and they.
Yes, so these are all of the things that we need for, and we see the fire that it take the fire force fighters now they work side by side with Kuma Valley. It take them some time for make them put out, and I understand everything in the store. Then we pull nothing, everything was burned down to ashes and all, which is also a very big loss for government, because again say they get for go
a very big one.
Yes, they get for one renovate the place again, they get for go get the drugs and they back, and also the state of the patients them. some of them patients they're waiting at the hospital, they largely dependent on the drugs and they for make them go get them treatment and able for get wellness. So I think we expect them for really come out with a statement. And this also don't speak to the fact that the National Fire Force, last year, I think it was last year, we government been given 5 fire engines or 4 fire engines we see them unveil their engines and it was colorful and all. Is it that the fire engine, because I understand we got about 5 fire engine in Western area, is it that it is time that we need more fire engine, or is it not, because a lot of things that will happen, Marion, it's the education as well. I think they really need for invest in more education as to how for deal with fire and all of them things, and because the rate at which it happen now, actually, you see, I understand. My colleague just tell me, see, after that incident yesterday at 34, another fire incident occurred. I think in the evening hours. Yes, another incident occurred again.
Not the same.
No, not to 34. Out of 34, I think around this. Also, not to by Dwazak, but back of this area, even though it was not that much bigger, but it also happened there. And now, for you see, 1 week past, 1 or 2 incidents of fire, it's also concerning. So going forward, I think this thing that will happen. One, the way will happen at State House. This way will happen at 34. A lot of other incidents and they will happen as well. It's good that government, this don't bring calm the attention of government now. Yesterday, I see the Ministry of Information and Civic Education don't post all the toll-free line them where people Sierra Leoneans can reach out in case of any emergency. And I think Fire Force also need for be swift enough for their response and all. Sometimes, is
there a need for thorough investigation into these incidents? Because there was a time.
One of Fire Force. The one at 34.
Incidents of fire. Thorough investigation, especially the one where they happen at government institutions. Because there was a time in Sierra Leone where we see a lot of offices them they born, and the information people they get and that. A foul play as a way for getting as a way of getting rid of documents, or as a way of destroying evidences of documents or some certain thing like that. So, is there a need for thorough investigation into then activities there or fire incidents there where don't happen of recent? So, waiting be happen years back, not go be or not possibly not be the same thing where they happen currently.
Exactly. And when you're out there, this thing there will happen. So man even tag into politics. So man is some of them also get some element of politics and all. And some of me when they thoughts and it can come in, it can be sickening and all, because again when that incident did happen, the fire force with in the peak, for example, let's say 34 for example, not to APC or SLPP people are no more they work. Other Sierra Leone and they so man not even get interest in politics, and that incident the way it happened, it affects them people and they around them. So again, that could be because we don't then more than they don't go out. That are some of the reasons we make some people like he make that so that they go get rid of certain government documents and all. So this also don't speak to the fact that government need for the broaden and scope now in terms of how they keep sensitive information and material. If this is a time for make we get a place where now they will go store with material, we know say this like it is like a database where we get sensitive material. And also now the world into two folds. You get the software and the hardware. So sometimes some of them material they ensure so you keep them, get your drive, put them there. So in case of the casualty there, so at the end of the day, we are able for get side, we will get some of the information.
And in case of those medications, perhaps you people they need for be accounted for medications where they're not going to account. Anyway,
because
it's
I understand
possible.
The store was.
It's possible, and other medical stores them don't born. One born Waterloo I think few months ago, a few years ago.
And even this one at New Englandville at some point as well, we don't get.
So there's no way you go ask people for be accounted for drugs where stored on born.
And that's enough come out.
Yeah.
So a lot of things.
It's logical. We do go for a break, Reginald. Where we come back, we open the phone line and take some calls inside the show.
Public notice. The National Revenue Authority, NRA, wish for inform the general public, say the deadline for filing pay as you earn, where we can call payee for short, and withholding 5.5% and 10.5% tax returns and payment for any liability for the month of March they expire on or before the 15th of April 2025. Note say the filing returns and payments for related tax them go be done through the Integrated Tax Administration System (ITAS) portal. Penalty and interest go be charged for non-filing and payment of tax them on the due dates. This na order wey comot from the Office of the Commissioner General and also the Office from the Public Affairs and Tax Education Unit, Rensis House, na 5 Gloucester Street, Freetown, or you can call 839 with your Orange or AfriCell or visit the website when at www.nra.gov.sl.
Okay, we open the phone line now. You still listen to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. 079-994-993 and the number for call inside the show and make a contribution regarding the topic them we don't discuss. We got our first caller on the phone. Good morning.
Good morning, Mario.
Commander Jibo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pekin.
Yeah, go ahead.
What about what I Mr. Pekin?
It's okay.
Mina daddy. You and Regina. Regina, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Regina, he talk say this year don't happen for a year. I don't hear Commander Bonge in interview, but he don't reach na the side where action go take. Because times when something that happen to the ordinary people then they look at them, na negligence, na connection. But this lawyer won't don't see in a state of house. And na the only house where they on top situation in Republic of Sierra Leone. We don't see fire, don't go there. You don't come from Camus. 34. And Marius they talk is about Salo. Now Salima Naya. Now they pass I go na legal aid board. Look, I can't look where fire play with today. So where are we going? Ready now, which are we go? We egging. So this is a concern for us. But I swear to God, you see government, when something that happen to the grassroots, to the ordinary people, they know they take action. But I swear to God, Marius, I swear to me, Allah.
Okay, Commander Jibo.
This they take action, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, 079-994-993 now the number for call and make a contribution inside the show this morning. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show and we don't discuss various issues. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Your name outside the call form?
Noah from PC.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Okay. This fire incidents that will happen, we go for take 10 law, not politicize them. Other countries, we fire the breakout for weeks, and they say as natural disaster. So all we can do now for make the fire services a national priority, where if will be a working institution, where they on the alert and for they stand by. So this thing about fire na any way they come out from any fire, anytime, and nobody will get control over. So just a proactive measure and the solution. So the government will take fire services very, very seriously. Amen.
Thank you. 079994993. Well, I want to disagree with you a little bit. Not to all fire, natural fire disaster. Yeah, Noah. We all know we think it happen na this part of the world, Africa to be specific. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. I call from Wilkins School.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
We don't think about this fire business. No, we try to look the factors which they cause the fire. Number one, the electricals, the way they sell in this country, all now fake electricals. I think they sell. Then ticket to the electric water heater, the electric this, electric that one, the all now fake resistor.
Okay.
Now they call this problem. So all the switch when they sell, all are fake. So the government able to put pressure on the main account, real electrical things. Real electrical things. Even the Guma Valley said, then pipe the way they come to all fake things in the council of this country. You see, so government for look into their factors and they don't throw the people them 1 green meter. They will connect past 20 ocean per 1 green meter. All that one then are factor them for the post born. All that all bypass, the all now. Then they concentrate.
Okay. Thank you. 079-994-993 now the number for call inside the show this morning. We'll take more calls inside the show. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Your name outside the call from?
Name na Kosa Cesar call from Mogu Farm.
Okay.
Ma this year do happen so no way for no the true. And the pastor no left farm or don't know the true. For me, on concern support for more. That place now go farm. The swamp put all the plan to rest, cover pepper, this and that. We don't get information say the government want for go sell lay. So one man only call Alfonso, the bill club wrong there, and not by the first side. We have the big government put on the land go and no selling swamp land there.
Okay.
I don't get to live in. We have the big. I don't know my concern.
Okay. 07999949993. We'll take more calls inside the show. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. We get Padauda from Dwezak. Good morning, Padauda.
Good morning, Mariam.
Yes.
I mean, subsequent event where they happen in this country for the past time now, I find as a country where almost all religious people then, they would believe one thing. Sometimes something will not offend God. Now I make when the bad things then they happen, they will all join and talk about them. Because sometimes when God vex, they do in things now. You will be they do the bad, you will not be doing nothing, even connected. When God wants for punish, that punishment they meet everybody. So therefore, this way they happen. So besides this fire business, other things the way they happen. So let we stay care ourselves, go closer to God, and beg God and pray to God. Believe you me, because the way things they happen, if you look and pain, you go say this not the ordinary thing no more. God says don't want for vex public. And let pray God, let that not be. Believe you me, things they happen, the bad of, too bad of. So
okay,
let turn to God. Let we turn to God. Thank you very much.
07999949993. Now the number for call inside the show and make a contribution. We'll take more calls inside the show. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Yes. Hi, this is a bumper.
Yes, go ahead.
This ugly incident no good. But let's start first from the fire first. Commander Bunge, the sister, is overdue from the list Kakaba. Taken to honest. Now, President, now the same man. Not the other way we talk about win a new team. And that institution, it they make money, my sister. It they make money, but nobody know they check them. Nobody know one who they go. Institution just left so 1 gram person over decades them. Now still the way no progress. Wait till they achieve. Then you come to the incident of the fire. We they ask the government there if they're going to provide for we a forensic test about them documents and we appreciate them. Don't forget on a state house now the number one office. If state house don't begin born with them kind disaster there, what about we own the institution that we all save? See, this is about salon. It's not about political party. Now the native and they fail for realize then again, you the ask me say now who are responsible for the electrification of state house? Imagine no me sister, BB post like that. Then again fire distinguisher, no mean they, but not forget to the transformer, then are the problem. They go by small capacity, then where they come, then they can connect more than
thank you, Bomba.
40 hours. That make it a book, Mr.
Thank you.
Thank you. All go born.
Yes, 079994993. Now the number for calling inside the show this morning. As we wrap up, we'll take few more calls. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, your name outside the call phone.
Pamusa the call advisor.
Yeah, go ahead.
And what he made the time more possible. And we know say state house don't born, then medical don't born with Bapos, we at 34. So, but we say don't left, we not born it. With the big, please, let the take great care for let no side no born again. So now that's no more the time for talk. Like you been notice the other side then the bank, other side the way they not born it. So for there, let government step in full strong one for letting no born again. So now that's not the type of thing, a big man.
Thank you.
So now the working man.
Yeah, 34 no born. One of the stores they'll say they keep medicine in born. Yeah, for me to get that clear. Not so the hospital itself born, but just one of the store them. And fire force be swift enough for put out the fire for making no transfer. Hello, good morning. You name outside the call phone. Yes, speak a little bit louder. You volume very low.
Okay, I say my name na Ila de call St. John.
Go ahead. We need to get you clear. 0799949993. We'll take 2 more calls and wrap up the show. We get Said from Central. Hello.
Yeah, I want to talk on this tax business.
Yeah.
You say people are not pay tax law than an understatement. People are really pay tax. We need to talk about people who really default on tax in this country, not government establishment. Go na the audit report. For instance, there is a report na ETSA. We don't collect billions of euros on GST. We do not account for to NRA. What the NRA don't do for that. Problem about that, go to individual departments of agency and see what in them